is sponsored by the once in a lifetime green comet. That's a tongue twister. That was so close to Earth, closer than it's ever been since the Stone Age. Did you know that, Julie? It was
How did they know that is my question.
I don't know. I don't know. But 50,000 years later, this once in a lifetime green comet was closest today on the day that we're recording. So this is just why I made this a sponsored by just in case somehow, one way or another, the green comet changes course, decides it's going to go straight into Earth, and hits me right here in my apartment.
Can you imagine?
Could I? I could. Since the Stone Age.
That's crazy.
Do you know what a comet is, Julie? Because
scientists are wild. How do you even know that? Like, how did you? I want to talk to. Scientists come on the pod. We'd love to talk. How do you know it showed up 50,000 years ago?
I have the same question. I have no idea. For those of you who didn't know, a comet is an icy small solar system body, whatever that means, that when passing close to the sun warms and begins to release gases, a process that is called outgassing. It's called farting. What?
I was just gonna say. Okay, so a fart. We're clearly not scientists.
Oh my gosh. This is not where you come to learn about the solar system. No. Let me tell you that.
This isn't where you come to learn about anything, if we're being quite honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that you or is that me? Is somebody banging? Is that me?
It's not me.
Oh, it's me. It sounds so clear in my microphone, in my headphones.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Oh, they're building an apartment complex across the street from my apartment.
Wow.
And they have those men working.
Oh, I bet.
Working. It is. Hello, I'm trying to record a podcast. What is wrong with you? I doubt that anybody can hear it, but I can hear it so clearly in my headphones right now. Anyways, welcome to You, Me, and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. Julie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's Monday. Happy Monday. It's not actually Monday here, but
I know you confused me for a second. I was like, what?
Did you watch the Grammys last night? The Grammys haven't aired because we're recording this earlier than when it not to reveal all of our Hollywood secrets. This isn't live when you listen to it. I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. Yeah. Not a whole lot happening.
No.
I have not much to say.
Same old.
Same old. I do have I just read that Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Adele are all planning to attend the Grammys. We've heard multiple things about all three of them, from Adele not going to being like, of course I'm going to go, to Beyonce or to Taylor Swift saying, I'm not going to perform, or somebody said that she said that, to now they're all in talks to perform. Who is to say? Also, this is on Sunday, ladies. What are we doing?
Right. You gotta make up your mind at some point.
Negotiations are still happening.
Yeah, about crazy.
Performing. I mean, that to me is a little bit wild. What about the costumes?
Right.
I don't know. I believe there must be some other, like, if they know they're performing, like, I don't know. Maybe this is just all hubbub to get people to be talking about the Grammys, which is obviously what we're doing. And by the time all of you listen to this, we will know if they either showed up, performed, or whatever. So
I say the Grammys have to tell them, like, can you not say whether you're performing or not, so that people can speculate. There's a lot of talk about it. People are tweeting, it's trending, it's in everyone's mind, and now everyone knows what the Grammys are.
Which honestly, I don't mind because I love a surprise.
Same.
I don't like going into all these things knowing what's about to happen.
Same.
Surprise me. What happened to the surprise? You
Yeah.
know, what happened to that
Yeah.
moment when you saw Brittany and Christina on the cake, and then all of a sudden Madonna pops up? Like,
Wow. What a time to be
what
alive.
a time. Everybody knows
Mm,
everything now.
yeah.
You guys know
Remember
everything about
when
me.
NSYNC reunited at the VMAs?
Uh-huh. We already
What a
knew.
time to there was but not for sure though. And Justin was like, I don't know if they whatever the fuck
Uh-huh.
Justin
Uh-huh.
says.
Uh-huh.
It was a blast. It
Yeah.
was the best 7 seconds of my life, if we're being honest.
Wait, seven
Yeah.
seconds?
Yeah, they were on stage for like 7 to 15 seconds. It
Oh,
was Justin's like, you guys have less than 30 seconds. Get in and out. In and
got it.
out. This is my time to shine.
How dare
Yeah.
they? How dare he?
Crazy.
Okay, wonderful. Well, listen, two surprises. Two surprises. If we had
Yeah.
glasses, we would cheers to surprises.
I
Cheers.
thought you were I'm so high. I thought you were saying two surprise. Two surprise. Like you were about to surprise me with two things.
No. No.
I was like, what is it? No, you
No.
were saying cheers to
Cheers to
surprises.
surprises. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're
Okay.
here.
Okay. This is
We're
where we're
here.
at right now.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question for you, Julie,
Okay.
from last week's episode. Have we heard from
Mm.
Kieran? Do we know? Did he has he listened to the episode?
We
Did he
have
have
not
we have
heard
not
from
heard?
Kieran. No, we
Understandable,
haven't.
understandable. There's plenty of time to listen in the week.
Yeah.
Yes. Just curious if he had anything to say.
More to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will check in with him, see
I
if
don't want to put pressure.
there's
I don't want to put
right,
pressure.
right,
Yeah.
right,
No.
right. I'll make it casual. He won't even know what I'm asking by the time he
Do you
answers the
have his
questions.
number, or do you
No, I don't.
you don't, right? You communicate
No.
through your best
Via
friend
Candace.
Candace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Julie's best friend Candace, her husband Kieran, they both live in Ireland. He is
Mm-hmm.
Irish, and he called in last week, and I mean there's just something about an Irish accent, right?
Right.
We're
Right.
both sluts for Irish accents, Julie.
We really are. We really are.
I'm a slut
Yeah.
for any accent, TBH.
Right. I don't like the French one though. I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm
What do you
sorry.
have against French people?
On nothing. They're
Uh-huh.
lovely. They're
Uh-huh.
beautiful. They're
Uh-huh.
beautiful. I
Uh-huh.
love the French language. It's the
Um,
accent that
mm,
I don't. There's this guy on TikTok that I hate these kinds of guys, but every so often they like come on my For You page. I don't know, maybe because I'm always posting about hot men. And the algorithm likes to try to trick me into believing these men are hot. But there's this one specific one who does like his whole thing is like, I'm not like other guys. I
mm,
want women to have pleasure. I care about women. I'm a feminist. Like that's his whole thing. And like because of that, women are like, that's hot. Also, he has an
mm,
OnlyFans, which I am of supportive, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. One time I did subscribe because he said something that I was like, I would love to see it. He said something, I can't remember what it was, and I was like, I'm gonna subscribe real quick and see what this is about. Disappointed.
mm.
Disappointed. And then I heard him talk, and he has a very thick French accent. And when he says things that are like very clearly meant to be like arousing, I'm like, I hate everything about this situation. I don't like it. I can tell you're trying to, I don't know, maybe it's him specifically.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I can tell you're trying to sound sexy, and I'm not buying it.
You're looking to get in trouble today, huh, Julie?
No one knows who I'm talking about.
I know.
Everyone
Well, you're
DMs.
talking
This is
about
who
an
it is.
entire population of people, is what you're talking about.
No, but I just said, I don't know. It could just be this guy. Because to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think of another French person that I think
Can you name
I don't
another
like their
French
accent.
person?
Um, Probably, if you give me a minute.
Uh-huh.
But I went to Paris and I didn't think like I can't stand these people speaking. Although the French people are real fucking assholes with Americans. So is it really horrible for me to say that I don't like their accent? I think they're gonna be fine.
Are you throwing things? What is happening?
No, just saying.
It's okay.
Anyway,
Julie will not be going back to France.
I looked at our statistics. No one listens to us from there, so I'm fine.
Well, now we know why. Julie, I saw that you watched The Last of Us.
Yes,
it's all the rage. It's all anybody wants to talk about.
Everyone loves it. Well, I can only tell you that I did spend 34 minutes watching it. And maybe you're thinking, Julie, that's so weird because the episodes are longer. That's right. But did I expect to get heartbroken 34 minutes in? No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to shut it off.
Yeah. So I've watched 3/4 of the first episode. It's an hour and 20 minutes, by the way. So
yes, it is.
I have to pace myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on a video game. At first I was like, oh, what, how cute, another show based on a book. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, it's a video game. Thank God, another book that I don't have to read.
I love that. I love that.
But yeah, the first 30 minutes were I mean, you could say the best television in a long time.
It's up there. It's up there.
I mean, performances that were incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah. Listen, if you haven't watched it and if you're into zombies, I say give it a shot. If you're scared of zombies,
give it a shot anyway.
I say so.
It's not so far. I mean, I've only seen a little. It's not. Yeah, it is gory. I was gonna say it's not that gory.
It's not. It's not particularly gory.
Say The Walking Dead is worse.
Right. I never watched that.
Dude, The Walking Dead. First of all, a shout out to the sound guys at The Walking Dead, because the sounds are disgusting. The blood is disgusting. The guts, the goo. Oh my god. It's rough. It's rough on that side of the world. And I should have known. Virus that kills a population. I should have known. I've obviously casualties that are gonna hurt. I just wasn't ready for the first right out the gate. What are we, Game of Thrones? I was just not ready for it. And there I am having a blast seeing Pedro Pascal as a dad. And I love seeing Pedro Pascal as a dad. Let me tell you something. Protective? Are you kidding me? I'll jump into your fucking arms. I fucking love it. I love it. Wasn't ready to what ends up happening to him. Yeah, listen, so I had to shut it off. The scene isn't even over. It's like,
wait, you didn't go past that scene?
No, I shut it off. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't. I was like, I was sat ready for a good time, not for a sad time. And yeah, I wasn't prepared because I thought it would be a lot of action this first episode, and then we'll ease into the trauma. And they said, no, baby, we're gonna give you trauma right away.
Apparently that's what happens in the video game.
Yes, Angie, our friend Angie, friend of the pod, she played the video game.
Wait, Angie's a gamer?
Yo, for sure.
No wonder Angie doesn't show up to work here at the podcast.
So I was gaming. Damn it. But yes, so when I text her about it, because we had just talked about it the day before,
right? Because you guys were hanging out.
It's good.
I'm nosy. Tell me what you were doing.
Okay, I will. We went to a vision board craft event.
Oh, that's cute.
Pop-up shop that was put together by Bella Doña, which is a Latinx brand of clothing brand, and I think it's called Persona Shop, which is an actual store that sells Latinx items
Oh.
from some Latinx businesses, and it was cool. It was cute. They had a DJ, they had mimosas, they had a little pop-up store, they gave you a bunch of magazines, a lot of gay magazines.
Like
So I
with
mean, I
gay,
loved it.
like Noon
Yeah,
Minute?
like Out magazine, that
Mm.
other one that's a gay magazine. I forget the
Attitude?
name of it. Maybe. Yeah, there's a
Mm.
lot of those on the tables. I
I
was
don't
like,
read those, by the way. I'm just saying. I want to make that clear. I don't read those type of things. I actually don't read them because I don't subscribe to magazines. But if there's an article online, maybe I'll read it.
right.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was cute. We made cute little vision boards. It was fun.
right. Okay, cute. Who invited who?
I invited her.
That's so cute.
Stop
I
it.
like you going out into the world.
Oh my God. I know. Watch out, world.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Okay. Anything else that you want to share with us before we dive into some topics here?
No, I think that's it. What about you? Anything interesting, exciting?
No.
Okay. 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 That's
No.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
The
okay.
other day I was
Oh.
watching our YouTube video
Uh-huh.
of the podcast, and like
Uh-huh.
at the end, oh, I couldn't stop laughing at us. At the end when you're like, this Latinx podcast about two people living in Los Angeles and
Oh,
living
are you
life
talking about the
little and
TikTok video? The
oh,
TikTok
it was
live?
one. No, no.
Oh.
It was definitely on the podcast. I think it's when you sign out that you like say all these wonderful things about us. And I was like, this podcast is so not about two people that go and do things. I'm like, but I love that. I love the essence of it. That we want to be two people in Los Angeles that live and go and do things,
I said
but
that?
we're not. Yes.
It doesn't sound like something I would say.
What do you mean? It's in our bio.
Oh. What? Maybe I did say it then.
Let's move on.
I don't remember. Listen, I barely remember Julie's name. I literally have to
This is
put a
true.
post-it up and say it has to say Julie on there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's actually not true.
Oh my goodness.
It's not true. But listen, you can watch us go live on TikTok every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to our YouTube channel where you basically will watch this this right now.
Mhm.
And then we're all over the place.
Yeah,
Next
we
thing
are.
you know, we'll be on billboards everywhere
Watch out, world.
promoting promoting underwear or
Yes.
diapers.
Exactly. Exactly.
Listen, if Lisa Rinna can do it, so can we. Okay, well, okay. Listen, there's a lot of liars out there. A
Yeah.
lot of liars. Me
Hmm.
personally, I'm not a liar. Julie,
Right.
would you call yourself a liar?
I don't know. Who are we talking to? Like, who am I in
Mm,
conversation with?
that's a great question. That
Yeah.
is a great question.
Yeah.
Um, to our fans, our
No.
listeners,
And I bet y'all wish I did lie sometimes, but
they
I don't.
probably think that you do lie sometimes, and they're
I
like, "This bitch
know.
can't be that crazy."
No, and bitch, I am. And bitch, I hate to tell ya, I do not exaggerate my stories around here.
That's funny. Um, well, recently, um, what there's a little bit of a TikTok controversy, and there was a little bit of a housewives controversy. So
Okay.
I'm gonna let Julie talk about the TikTok thing, and then I'll talk about the housewives thing, and then we'll talk about it together. Julie.
Oh my God, how exciting for us. Um, Here's what happened on TikTok. There is this beauty influencer. Her name is Michaela. She's from Boston. You will know that because of her thick accent that people think she's putting on. Um, so what she did is she had a video where she was reviewing a mascara. And in the video, she has a fresh, like, no eye makeup, and she puts on the mascara and she's showing how amazing it is. And she's like, I love this mascara. Turns out it was a sponsored post. But the sponsor, like, you're supposed to make it clear on TikTok when you have a sponsored post. And I guess it was like kind of hidden within the caption. So it wasn't like very clear that it was a sponsored one, but after people did a little digging, it was. Anyway, so she shows her eyelashes. She's like, this is the best mascara. I don't think you're gonna find anything better than this. Blah blah blah. In the immediately after the video went up, in the comments, people were like, I mean, the false eyelashes also help, right? But there was like a bunch of comments like that. And then she replied to one of the comments that was like, I am not wearing false eyelashes. I'm not. It's just a mascara. Well, people started posting their own videos on TikTok where they zoom into her eyes and you can see that she is wearing false eyelashes. Like, you can very clearly see that she's wearing false eyelashes. And then it just brings up a conversation about authenticity, influencers, and the way that they sell us products and how honest they need to be with their audience when they do. Does it matter? Does it not? I mean, because through all of this drama, tons of fucking people still went out to buy the L'Oreal mascara, whether it was to prove Michaela wrong, to prove her right, to prove a point, to do their own review, whatever it was, they still went out and bought the product.
Right. On the other end of the spectrum, on the Real Housewives of Potomac, you have one of the housewives. Her name is Robin, and she was married to this man named Juan Dixon. Okay, Robin Dixon and Juan Dixon. At one point, this is before they were on the show, Juan and Robin separated. They got a divorce. I think he cheated. There were other issues going on. One of their really good friends like stole all their money. He then committed suicide, and it was a whole thing. They kind of had to like restart from the ground up. But they had two boys, and when they divorced, they continued to live together, and they've lived together this entire time. Maybe 1 season ago, I don't remember. They got re-engaged. I think it was 2 seasons ago. They got re-engaged. And so what's the next natural step after an engagement? Everyone? A wedding.
Marriage. Oh.
Wait, what did you say?
Difference. A marriage.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. A wedding. And so people were starting to ask, when's the wedding? What's happening with the wedding? We haven't gotten any details about the wedding. And a part of the housewives thing is to continue to have a storyline so that people find you interesting, so that you're continued to be on the show. It was a little odd that we weren't seeing something about the wedding. Anyways, we're airing season 7 right now. And in season 7, there's a lot of talk about different people's relationships. One in particular is one of the other housewives, Candace, and her husband, Chris. Robin's best friend on the show, Giselle, they have a podcast together. It's called Reasonably Shady. Giselle started spreading rumors about Candace's husband, which Candace was like, that is not true. She basically said at the first party that they had for the season that Chris, Candace's husband, was like flirting with other women at the party. And Candace was like, shut up. That didn't happen. And Giselle said that Chris, Candace's husband, made her feel uncomfortable a couple of weeks prior to that party. They were the only two in a hotel room when they were filming the previous reunion. Giselle and Chris were like, let's chat. And then they were chatting in the hotel room. And Giselle made up this story about feeling uncomfortable. Made up maybe is a strong word, but nothing really happened. And it's been proven that nothing happened. Anyways, they filmed the reunion for season 7 maybe a week or 2 ago. Soon after that, there was a release of their podcast. And on their podcast, Robin starts to discuss Juan. her husband or her fiance, her ex-husband, and how it did in fact cheat on Robin during the pandemic. Karen, this is so it's so convoluted. I've lost most of you. Karen, who's also a housewife on the Real Housewives of Potomac, she said on the show, Juan has a woman down in Georgetown. She's blonde, blah, 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 blah. He's cheating. She denied it the whole time. Not until she got up until she got onto her podcast and basically said, okay, yes, he did cheat. This is what happened. And if you want to know more specifics, go listen to our Patreon episode where you have to pay $5 to get all the juicy details, which God, to me is crazy. But so the question becomes, you're on a reality show talking about your life. This is something that actually happened to you. And you're choosing not to talk about it on the show that pays you money to share your life. And instead getting your friends to make up rumors about another person's husband, which weren't true. And so the question again, do people on this reality show, on any reality show where they're getting paid to share their lives, do they owe the viewers the authenticity and the truth on the show that they're on? Mm-hmm. They're also selling everybody's selling a product here, right? Whether it's themselves as a brand, whether it's the mascara, whatever it may be. So as consumers, what do we do when the people that we're watching, whether it be on TikTok or Instagram or Bravo or whatever it may be, what if we don't find, what if they start lying about the thing that they're selling?
Yeah.
Would you go buy that mascara? Would you continue to follow this woman? I mean, I personally don't think it's about the mascara, to be honest with you. It's more about her lying that she was saying that she didn't have fake eyelashes on, when the whole thing about the mascara is to make your eyelashes look right, to make them
I would be fully Michaela on board if she hadn't replied to that comment. If she would have just let the speculation fall as it did, and she would have gone on with her life. Because a couple of weeks passed between what happened and now today, the day we're recording this on February 1st, Michaela posted her first video back. And it's just a makeup tutorial. She doesn't address any of the controversy. If you take that comment, reply back, I would be like, get that money, bitch. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. I love the fact that you did this ad. You put, like, first of all, if you're getting ready for a night, if you're one of these girls that glams up their face the way Michaela does, once you're ready, you have the false lashes on. So if she's showing us a look of like a finished look, I don't think it's ridiculous to have false eyelashes on. I don't think it is. I think that makes sense.
Put on fake eyelashes?
I mean, I don't, but yes. Oh. Yes. Tons of people do. And that's their finish. You're done when your lashes are on and you're ready to go. And if she is showing us a finished look ready for the night, I mean, that makes sense to me. Where we get into sticky waters when she's like lying lying to her people, presenting a narrative and letting people assume as they will. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Once me and Chisme get partnerships, in sponsorships, sponsorships, you don't even worry about what we're saying. Just click on the link we ask you to and buy the product. Who cares if it's good or not? I'm just kidding. But it's so easy to see how people get into when money is involved. Right. It is so easy to see. If L'Oreal was like, try this nasty ass mascara and tell everyone you love it. I'm sorry, L'Oreal money. I'm going to say what I'm going to say and you're going to accept it. You're gonna. Right. And also with the housewife situation, I feel similarly in the way that like if it's the way that I think, right? Where it's like I don't want to look like a fool on national television, right? I'm going to make up all these little rumors on the side so that my thing isn't outed. And you try to run from it, and you try to run from it, and you try to, and like it doesn't, these rumors surrounding your situation aren't leaving. Absolutely, I'm going to monetize it. The fuck? You're going to make money off of my heartbreak? No, you're not. I'm going to put it behind a paywall and you're going to have to pay for me to tell you the story about this shitty thing that happened to me.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't see anything crazy. The problem lies if the housewives were presenting themselves, I mean, look at their brand. You know what I mean? If they were presenting themselves in this like authentic way, I love the people that watch me, I respect the people that watch me, and then they were lying straight to our faces and then being like, give me money so I can tell you a story, then I'd be like, yeah, there's some that's shady. Just like
Right.
Michaela. I'm like, dude, everything was fine if you hadn't replied to that comment. I would be like out here rooting for you. Get that money, girly. Do what you got to do.
Right. Well, I agree with you, but also like specifically with the housewives thing, it's like as a viewer, you begin to become frustrated because it's like, okay, I am watching this show. Obviously, I don't live, I'm not, obviously, I'm not stupid. I know that not everything is real on a reality show, that it's produced, it's, it's not real life. But the one thing that I do love about the housewives specifically is that because they these women really get to actually know each other off camera, because they actually, some of them do become friends, you build actual relationships, and because these shows have been on for so long, you're talking about history here for many years, and so it starts to become complicated, and that creates the drama, and that's why we watch, right? But what I it's like, if you're going to be on this show, then just talk about it. Then just like, and also if you're going to talk about it on your podcast, then just admit it too. And just be like,
Yeah.
there's one, there might be other times, but one comes to mind. There was one housewife on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Somebody confronted her about her husband having an affair, cheating on her. This was before they were on the show. And the housewife that got cheated on said, somebody accused her of being like, he was sleeping with the secretary, and then the wife is like, he was sleeping with the, his I don't know, somebody else. She admitted it, and that to me is like, okay, that's refreshing, because why are you
Right.
just gonna lie and lie and lie that it actually didn't happen when it did happen? And so this kind of like behind the scenes type of like, okay, well, let's strategize on how we can make the story about somebody else, so it doesn't, so the spotlight isn't on you and your husband. I get it, you're trying to protect somebody, blah blah blah, but also you're signing up to be on this show, and if somebody's going to accuse you of, or accuse your husband, who's also on the show, of having an affair or whatever he may be doing, whatever it is that he did, because it's also already out in the blogs. I mean, just don't deny it and then turn around and then say that it's true 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
You're killing the little authenticity that we have on the show already.
Right.
So that's what I find frustrating. And then also with the with the mascara thing, I don't think that there was, why was there a reason to lie? Right? Like, there was no reason for her to comment
Yeah.
and say, I'm not wearing fake eyelashes.
Yeah.
It's not like wearing fake eyelashes is taboo. Am I right? And also, is she not
Right.
she's not known for her eyelashes.
Well, I also think it's the way she presented it. When she presented the finished look, it wasn't like, this is my finished look. It was, this is what the mascara did for me.
Right.
So I think the way that she presented the entire thing, which honestly, I feel like even that she could have gotten away with, I just feel like where you lose me is when you double down on your lie. I actually don't, if you look, I very rarely will get mad or frustrated with an influencer for trying to sell me a product.
Right. I mean, that's
I'm
her job.
because first of all, it's up to me whether I buy it.
Right.
Second of all, I support anybody trying to get their money. I'm
Right.
like, you go, girl. You did what you had to do. And that's how I hope I've taught all of you to be. So be on the lookout for sponsorship. Yeah, I just think that it doesn't matter. This is what I think. If we're being honest, if we're doubling down on the thing, I think people really, Michaela is one of the biggest beauty influencers on TikTok. I think people just want to hate her. They want to find a reason to not like her because she is so likable. Aside from the fake accent, which by the way, I've seen videos from like 5 years ago, she's definitely putting on her accent, which is, I don't think that's terrible. She created a personality that went viral. I mean, I think give her the Oscar. I don't know. I mean, what are we? She presented an idea to you and you bought it. I mean, I don't think that's horrendous. I think anybody that creates content will tell you that there is an amplified version of the, except for Adrian and I. We're just this boring. I hate to tell you. Okay, we're not making anything up. But I think most people will tell you. And look, if Adrian and I start getting out there, right, and going to entertainment events, there's going to be a personality shift, a version of ourselves that we present to the public, whether you want it to happen or not. It's just the reality. You put your
Would you
best. Uh-huh.
would you say that there's a personality shift when you get on here and with the when the microphone is on?
No, but I'm saying once you get more eyes on you and you're like, this is a plan, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Michaela has been doing influencing stuff like YouTube and stuff like that for a very long time. And she didn't fully take off until she hit TikTok with that thick accent and that big personality. And suddenly everyone wanted to be around her. So yeah, I think if you find a version of you that resonates with people, you're going to stick with it. Is there, look, maybe it is completely 100% me, but there is a version of me on TikTok that's absolutely thirsty, absolutely horny, 24/7. Am I like that 24/7? No, I'm not. But if someone watches me on TikTok, well, I don't know about that. But if someone watches me on TikTok, they're like, this girl's such a blasty blast. Sometimes I can't get out of bed, guys, because I'm so depressed, right? But you watch my TikTok videos and you're like, oh my God, this girl just loves movies and celebrities and men. I want to be around her all the time. That's not who I am.
Right. I mean, well, and I feel like I don't talk like this with everyone and all
Right.
day 24/7. I
Right.
would say that I am authentically myself on this podcast 100%.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't lie. I have no reason to lie.
Right.
Um but and everything that I say and what I portray is a part of me, but I am not like this 24/7. If you
Right.
see me at work or out, I'm not gonna talk your ear off. It's not what I do. But here I will talk because, well,
Right.
it's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there are, of
Totally.
course, yes, there are varying ways and degrees of people and how they present themselves. Um, but and when when it comes to influencers, like I get it. The whole idea of an influencer, I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that there is something to be said about when you but part and a key thing for influencers, and I think anybody who has any type of personality on camera or on a microphone or anything like that, the biggest thing is authenticity. And if
Yeah.
you lose that or in somehow uh betray the trust of whoever it is that you're selling products to, then I don't know. I mean, I don't think this isn't going to hurt this Michaela girl. Like it'll get,
No.
but like this could be the downfall to you losing a lot because
Yeah.
Nobody wants to buy things from a liar or from a cheater or from a, whatever it may be.
Well,
So
people don't
that,
want to look like a fool. I think that's
right,
what it boils down to. You don't want to look like a fool. You don't want to blindly follow this person into buying whatever it is, and then you look like a dummy.
right.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that's also why so many people on not Instagram, on Twitter or wherever people talk about the housewives are like, this is Robin needs to go. Robin needs to go because she's now she wasn't upfront about when somebody said your man is cheating on you, but then turned around and was upfront about it on the podcast, on her own
Right.
podcast.
Right.
And so now people are like, why do we need her on the show then if she's not going to be
Yeah. I
authentic
can see
about it?
that.
Yeah.
I can see
And
that because
now
you're
this,
watching for the mess.
right, and this Michaela girl obviously isn't talking about her personal life or whatever,
Right.
but don't tell me you don't have, you know real eyelashes on when you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I especially like, particularly if you're selling eyelash makeup,
I mean, yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, oh my gosh, she's not wearing eyelashes, and this is what this mascara is doing to her natural eyelashes.
Yeah.
It's a lie, Michaela. It is a lie.
It's a lie. Which is crazy because in the video she has two clips. She has one of just the mascara. And you can tell, I mean, it's not the greatest mascara, I mean, but there's definitely length, there's some thickness. And then in the next clip is when she has so she does show you a brief look at what it looks like bare, and it was good enough. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of down for her coming back and like completely ignoring the chaos though, and being like,
I
anyway,
mean,
back to normal. And I think honestly, that's the only way people win these things. This whole like people turning against you. That's the only way you're gonna win is if you come back and you pretend like it didn't fucking happen.
right, right.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, and also, not to, I mean, we can't ignore the biggest liar in the world right now, George Santos. Like,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
he, here I mean, the man has
Psychotic.
the man is psychotic, completely psychotic, and we are just allowing people to do and say whatever it is that they want without any consequences. And I want to preface that Michaela and Robin Dixon are nowhere near
No.
the
No.
the treachery that George Santos has committed. For those of you who don't know who George Santos is, he's a congressman who was just recently elected to Congress from New York, and basically has lied about every single little thing that he has said, from not being a drag queen to his mom dying in the Twin Towers on
9/11.
9/11, to being Jewish, to where the money he got for his campaigns came from. I mean, and the man is still in Congress, and it's just like, okay, anybody can lie and anybody can say whatever they want, and there will be no consequences, and just like, fuck it, fuck everything. I'm gonna come on this podcast and just lie to you all 24/7. What could I lie about? I don't know, but it's gonna be a lie. Everything. I got
Yeah.
railed by 5 fucking men in a cum dump last night. You know that didn't happen, but
Is that a liar or is that a dream you had?
it's neither. But it's just, I don't know. Maybe not the best lie to come up with. It's the only one I could think of at the moment.
That's a good lie.
What's a good lie that you told?
Oh, there's been so many. What's a good lie I've told? Oh, I can't think of anything that I've lied about. I mean, I have for sure. Um, what's a good lie? I yeah, I can't think of anything. I'm sure I mean the lies are endless. I just cannot pick one good, but trust me, the lies have been told
Are you
to
more of
many a people.
are you more of a white lie kind of girl, or like, will you like lie?
Who am I talking to? It depends. Because
Uh-huh.
baby, the way I've called out sick sometimes, and I surprise myself with my acting skills, I'm like, who was she? Give her the awards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, there's little white lies, you know, you don't want to hang out, and you're like, oh, I have to do this thing while you're like laying on the couch. Um, yeah, there's lies like that. There's different, I mean, baby, I'm telling you, endless,
Uh-huh.
endless. I've done
Uh-huh.
it to everyone and everything.
Uh-huh. Would you say in
Yeah.
2019 that you lied about getting your hair done the day of my birthday party?
No, I didn't. I didn't lie about that. I swear to God, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
I'm just kidding. I had to bring that up. I believe you, by the
I
way. I really do
swear.
believe you. I really
I
believe you.
swear.
I believe you. I
Okay.
really do believe you.
Thank you.
100%. I promise I believe you. Um, you know, I'm a fan of a white lie here and there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I particularly if I know, and maybe this is bad, but like my natural instinct is to lie about certain things.
Love that.
If I
Okay.
know, if I know somebody's gonna feel a certain way about a truth. Now, I don't go around lying
Okay.
all the time. I don't do that. No, 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 no. And I really
Well,
try to be as honest as possible. But
mhm.
I definitely will be like, you know, I won't, I'll keep something from someone if I know that they'll feel a certain way about certain things.
That's a good reason to lie, though.
I don't know. I go back and forth about it because, yes, you're trying to prevent somebody from feeling a certain type of way, but also like I am such a firm believer in honesty is the best policy
Yeah.
because what will happen is you'll get caught up in lies and then it blows up in your face and then it feels, you know, not to say that a little white lie will do that, but you never know.
Right.
You never
That's
know.
true. And as a friend, like as someone that could be on the opposite end, I would rather get my feelings hurt than you lie to me.
Right. And I try
Yeah.
to be a
Keep
type of
that in
person.
mind.
I try to be a person um that wouldn't that I don't want people to feel like I would feel a certain type of way if something happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? I try
Yeah.
to make people feel comfortable that they can tell me whatever it is that they need to tell me so that they
Yeah.
don't feel like they have to lie to me. Does that make sense?
That's nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't. And I also wouldn't want someone to feel. And maybe we should have more of these conversations with each other because I feel like as human
Right.
beings, we do get into this natural kind of like our natural reaction is to maybe not lie or maybe to lie a
Mhm.
little bit or maybe not give the full truth if we feel people are gonna react a certain way. Um, but yeah, if you, I hope that those around me know I would not be hurt with whatever it is that you're going to say.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm going to hurt your feelings, to be quite honest. I will tell
Oh,
you the
I
truth.
do. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's something that you probably have to know. Candace the other day asked me if she should get bangs, and I said, that's a stupid idea. Don't do it. So
Now, do you
I
have
won't lie to
proof?
you. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah. I can look up our conversation.
okay.
She's like,
No,
I'm
no,
thinking
no. Do
about
you
getting
have proof
bangs.
that the bangs wouldn't look good on her?
Oh, no. Just
Oh,
a
okay.
feeling.
Okay.
Honestly, not that they wouldn't look good on her. I just like always go against the bang.
Mm,
I just think bangs are a bad idea. Every single time I've cut a bang on myself, or like someone's done it for me, obviously, because I'm not chaotic like that sometimes. Um, I always regret it.
mm.
And so many people in my life are always like, I have a bang. I cut my bangs and now I fucking hate them. I'm like,
You
that
think
makes sense.
I should get bangs?
Honestly, I think you're the only person that looks good with them.
This is embarrassing. People on YouTube will be like, "Oh, I put
I
my
loved
hair
it.
down in front of my face. And people are like, why does his hair look like that?
No, it was wonderful.
Nasty.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lie. And that's how you do it so you don't hurt someone's feelings.
Julie lies to me all the time. I know she
Not
does.
all the time.
Because
Not
when
all the time.
she uses specific words when she lies. Wonderful being one of them. She doesn't speak wonderful isn't a natural word for her. So when she doesn't like something but she wants you to know that it's okay, she'll say, "That's wonderful." Is that right, Julie? Because you seem to be laughing a lot about this. Her face is she's covering her face with her hands.
Moving on.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
Well, Julie, guess what?
What?
It's time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, well, it's finally happened. Beyonce has announced the Renaissance World Tour happening in summer 2023. News started to come out last night about, it's imminent. The world tour announcement is imminent. And so, it happened this morning, February 1st, at the crack of dawn, by the way.
Yeah. She said, let's celebrate Black History Month now, immediately.
Yes.
And I love her for that.
Yes. There was no music videos attached to the tour announcement, but there was a tour announcement. So Beyonce is making everybody jump through hoops. You got to become a verified fan. You can do that through being a Beehive member. You can do it through being a City Card member. You can be it through, I don't know what other method. And you got to sign up. You sign up for one of the groups according to the place that you want to go to and the date you want to go. And then basically it's a lottery. You wait until Sunday to find out if you're able to get the code. And if you get the code, then you have access to buy tickets. If you don't get the code, then you don't have access to buy the tickets. Have you done this verified fan thing before, Julie? It's not the first time.
I've done it before. Yeah. I've done it before.
Has it worked out for you?
No, never. No. Not once. Not even once.
It hasn't. I think I've done it for Billie Eilish, and I think I've done it for Harry Styles, and I don't think I got codes either time. I want to say it has worked for others, but I don't remember what show it was. But I did end up getting tickets to Billie Eilish later, like just tickets that were available.
Yeah.
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 Did you sign up? It doesn't tell us how much the tickets are.
No, it doesn't. And that's the worst thing about Ticketmaster now. Before, remember, you used to be able to click the price range and it would tell you how much the tickets are going to be. Now they're like, that's a surprise. Surprise. Let's see what happens. I didn't sign up for it. Look, I've gone to Beyonce already. Not to say that one time was enough, but I'm getting a little too old for the anxiety of concert tickets. Like it's too much for me. Is this worth it? I don't think so. So I think if I happen, like you did with Billie Eilish, happen to come across them after the general sale, less stress, whatever's left, let's calmly look at them. Then I might go. I would love to go. The Renaissance tour. Oh, I know that's gonna be a blast. A blast. I'm also willing to suck dick for tickets. So, guys, if you want I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Unless you got that kind of money, then I'm not.
I mean, I would.
No, but I
am. Free tickets. I have no shame. Huh?
It depends on the guy.
No, I would do. I mean, if some man offered me pit tickets to go see Beyonce, just to give him head,
I'd do it too. Yeah, I'd probably do it too.
Okay,
yeah, you're right.
I've given worse men head for a lot less.
For nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing. You know what, bitch? That's absolutely right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, of
Bring the
course.
dicks.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Absolutely.
Are
A
you,
couple.
did you sign up? Are you
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of
I signed up.
going?
Yeah. I signed up.
Okay.
I'm gonna see what happens. I've seen Beyonce twice before. Um
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't know. It worked
Love
out the
that.
last two times, although it has been a while.
Yeah.
I saw the first On the Run tour and then I saw the Formation tour. Um
Mm.
and both times, the first time I got floor seats, the second time I was up a little bit, but they were great seats. Um yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel okay. The only thing that would stop me is the price point. Yeah. Like if
Yeah.
they're like incredibly expensive, I'm not gonna do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Every time I see these like big artists selling tickets now, I'm like, y'all aren't making it fun.
Yeah, well,
Now I'm going to the concert crying over all the money I spent.
I saw, you know, so the Ticketmaster people did a hearing in Congress maybe a week or two
Mhm.
ago. And I can't remember if this was somebody from Ticketmaster, if this was somebody else that was just commenting. But I read somewhere that somebody said that the reason that consumers are the reason to blame for these high prices because we're the ones who started to download free music back in the Napster LimeWire days. And we're the ones who, because we were doing that, we're the ones who have forced these artists to basically hike up their prices because that's where they're making their money from.
But the artists
Um,
aren't hiking up the prices. Ticketmaster is.
that's right.
So I feel like if your form of defense is to blame the poor people, maybe you're not in the right here. Yeah, I think that's ridiculous because I think that artists are fully aware. I don't think any artist is going to price their tickets ridiculously, knowing the state of the world and being like, I just want my fans to be able to come and see me. You know what I
I
mean?
think it would depend on the artist, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think for most of these ticket prices, most artists would be like, what are we doing?
But
Especially these stadium tours.
but if they sell out, I
Are
mean,
they fully selling out?
I
You
don't
know, I
know.
saw this these videos from the Bad Bunny when he was in Mexico and his show was sold out.
Uh
Via
huh.
Ticketmaster, his show was sold out.
Uh
And
huh.
the stadium was not sold out the day of the concert. There was
Uh
a bunch
huh.
of videos where there was tons of empty seats because it
Uh
was
huh.
chaos outside. I don't know, scalpers probably, a bunch of crazy other things that probably happened, but I mean, definitely Ticketmaster was to blame. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, are these shows selling out? So this idea of like selling out tours, who are you selling out to? You know what I mean? If most of your tickets are going to scalpers, so if you are going to price these tickets at ridiculous prices because consumers this and blah 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 and all these people that are running to the site to get these tickets, should you not ensure that the fans are getting the tickets?
Right. Right.
There's a way to do that. I mean, Ed Sheeran, I think at some point he was like, no tickets that were bought from a third party will be able to enter the concert. So is there not ways like things to put in place so that the fans are actually going to the show?
I had recommended something when we were talking about the Taylor Swift thing, and I wish I could remember what it was, but it sounded like a really good idea.
I couldn't tell you, and I bet it was a good idea.
I couldn't tell you either. What was that idea? Hmm. I was
Mm.
like, Ticketmaster or so and so needs to do this, but I don't remember what it was. Hmm.
I don't remember it either. And I think that they get away with their thing with like, well, we're doing the verification thing. But I think the verification system already with Taylor Swift proved that it's not a good system.
Right. Right.
So there has to be a different way to do it. And I don't think it'll happen as long as Ticketmaster is involved, to be quite honest. I think you have to dismantle the system. They have control of way too many things. And
That's
so,
true. That is
yeah.
true. Absolutely. So just a small tidbit on things that I've seen. So specifically about Beyonce. Her tour dates are listed on her website. She has one listed for LA, but Pop Crave on Twitter posted a screenshot of all of the dates listed, and it says that she's doing 2 dates in LA. So my assumption is that soon after these tickets go on sale for September 2nd at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, they'll announce the second day, which is Labor Day weekend. Fun.
Love that. Love that. I wish more artists. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna forget my point. I wish more artists did Vegas residencies.
Oh, interesting.
I just feel like that's an easy way to solve the problem.
Can you
imagine how many people?
Oh, I was just gonna. Did you see that Harry Styles got like offered 40 something million for Vegas residency?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
I just feel like it helps people with access and who would be able to see the artist that normally wouldn't be able to see the artist, and that way when they do actually tour, the demand is going to be crazy insane like it usually is. It's like all the people that already saw them.
Well, I mean, is the demand high for these Vegas shows? Like, could you get tickets to Adele?
Why didn't try to get tickets to Adele?
Oh, I don't think I tried either.
I mean, there was going to be no chance. So, but also Adele is doing only weekends. It wasn't like a full residency. So tickets may be limited. I don't know. And Adele, she tours not so often. So the demand for her in general is just higher.
Right. Well, but then you'd have to have an artist where the demand is there, especially if you're doing multiple shows a week.
Right.
Because also people are flying into Vegas. So it's like you have to be somebody that people will want to fly into Vegas.
Yeah.
And will want to see on a random, Although I think, if you get to the caliber of like a Katy Perry, a Harry Styles, and Adele, I doubt they're performing on Tuesday, Wednesday nights. Like, I don't think so.
Right.
But anyways, I feel good about my chances of getting tickets for the Renaissance World Tour. It'll be my first time at SoFi Stadium. Check in next week on next week's episode to see if we ended up getting tickets, because listen, it's Beyonce. Next up on the pop culture pop-up, something we don't usually cover here: sports. Tom Brady is officially retiring. And listen, I don't watch baseball. Sorry. I don't watch football. I don't watch football. I don't watch
We love
football,
sports.
and I don't watch baseball, clearly. But I know enough to know that if I were a fan of football, I would not root for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
At all. I just know it. I don't like. First of all, he's a cheater, pumpkin eater.
Pumpkin eater.
Okay.
Yeah. We know that much.
He played with deflated balls. And if you deny that, then you yourself are a conspiracy theorist, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just talk about an egomaniac, huh? Like, I don't know. I don't like football. I don't like aggressive.
Everyone's
sports.
like, I thought you didn't watch sports. You have very strong feelings about Tom Brady.
I do. Because this man, I mean, he transcends football, right? So like, you don't have to watch football to know who Tom. They made a fucking movie with his name in it, starring icons of Hollywood. Like, they went to
which is a shame that it's about him, but because I am gonna watch.
So am I.
I wish it was about anyone else. Really,
I wish it were about anything. I wish that they wanted to go see a specific slot machine in Vegas. Like, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they wanted to go to
the movie I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, anyways, I forgot what I was saying, but I just don't, there's nothing appealing about this man. I don't think he's handsome. His wife clearly doesn't like him. His
Yeah.
children probably think that he's a psycho. And you know, I don't know. What do you have to say for yourself, Julie? Don't
Yeah,
you
Tom.
know what Julie's gonna say? Well, my family are big Tom Brady fans,
No,
and
they're
I grew
not.
up idolizing him.
No, no. Could you imagine? Oh my God, chaos. That would really be chaotic of me. No. Tom Brady, who, by the way, in case you guys don't know, famously retired and was like, I'm gonna be with my family. I love my kids. I love my wife. And then he came back, even though everyone knew that the wife was like, I think he came back a couple times because the wife was like, enough is enough. It's me or
Right.
football. And he was like, I love the ball. And
Mm-hmm.
so they're famously divorcing. And so in this announcement, I think Giselle went on Instagram and posted a comment. I'm paraphrasing, but it basically said, I love that for you. Good luck out there. Like,
Good
and
luck in the next chapter of your life, or something like that.
yeah, yeah, good luck on that. And I love when a woman is absolutely done with you, she will talk to you like she's HR.
Mm.
Like she will. When she's absolutely at her wit's end, she's like, let's get professional with all of our interactions. Um, yeah, I don't know. He did something surgically to his face.
I'm sure.
He looks sickly, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was the goal. I think he
Mm-hmm.
was meant to look a specific
Mm-hmm.
way. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very excited about 80 for Brady.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lily Tomlin,
Mm-hmm.
Sally, what's her name? Sally
Sally
Fields.
Field, Jane
Yeah,
Fonda,
Rita Moreno.
and Rita Murray.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
it sucks that it's about him, but I am excited for it. And you know what? A whole fucking movie. By the way, if you don't know, 80 for Brady is a movie about these four. There were five, but in the movie there's four. Five friends that were in a retirement home, and they got together every Sunday to watch football and root for Tom Brady. And they made their little Tom Brady fan club, and they were in this little retirement home, and that was their happiness. And one of the grandsons knew about this story and was like, let's make a movie about it. Anyway, all this press, Tom Brady's in the movie, all this stuff. Do you think Tom Brady has reached out to those old ladies, which are now only two are remaining out of the five that started the fan club? Rest in peace. Do you think Tom Brady has been like, let's meet them? No, Tom Brady has not. All this promotion, a movie made about you, and you can't take your ass to this retirement home to meet this little old ladies that love you. That tells you the kind of man he is. That tells you what kind of man he is right there.
Someone needs to deflate the balls. Ugh. You have pissed off Julie Tom Brady. You have pissed her off.
Oh,
How dare you? How
how
dare
dare
you,
you?
Tom Brady? Come here and
How dare
answer
you?
for yourself.
Tom, call in the pod.
Yeah. I want to know. Oh, Harry Hamlin's in the movie. I want to know why Giselle hates you so much. What did you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First of all, this movie is star-studded. Sarah Gilbert, Guy
Uh-huh.
Fieri,
Billy Porter.
Billy Porter's in it. Oh,
Yes.
Patton Oswalt, Retta. Love Retta. Oh my God, this man that looks like Michael Darby. What is this? You only know that if you watch the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Oh,
Anyways, I do want to go watch 80 for Brady.
it looks so good.
Oh, it comes out. It comes out this Friday.
Yeah, it
Okay,
does.
perfect. I'm gonna go smoke a little joint, get a little pretzel with cheese, popcorn, and some M&Ms, and have myself a
Oh,
Sunday, huh?
I love that. I love that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's that for that. Okay. Next up, or finally on the pop culture pop up, speaking of another movie, Jennifer Aniston and Julia Roberts are going to star in a movie for Amazon Studios. Um, it's a comedy. It is a body swap comedy, a la Freaky Friday, I'm going to assume.
Mhm.
Um, Julie, tell us, how are you feeling about this?
Um, I did you say it was a comedy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel better about that knowing that it's a comedy. If it was a drama, I'd be like, I'm feeling weird about this. I'm feeling weird about this. And I don't know why Jennifer Aniston and Julia Roberts, clearly in the same generation. Well, I was really struggling to find that word. I see them in such a different league. I don't know why that is. I don't know. Because when I first heard the announcement, I was like, that doesn't make sense. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, they came up together, except like different, she was in TV and stuff. Um, Jennifer Aniston was. And sometimes I struggle with like, is Jennifer Aniston a good actress?
Mm.
Or is she just really pretty?
Mm.
Is Rachel so beloved
Mm.
that we just excuse
Or
all
was
of the
she
bad
able to play
performances?
Rachel because she is Rachel?
Right. Right.
Have you seen The Morning Show?
I have not seen The Morning Show, though I have seen Cake, which is a dramatic film. It's that she's in, and it has its good spots.
I'm gonna say, is Cake the one where she was with the pageant queen daughter? Do you remember that
No, that was
movie?
Dumpling.
Oh, I heard that one was
That's a
good too.
comedy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. She's not in a lot of it though.
I will say, I think that yes, I mean you have Julia Roberts, who's an Academy Award winning actress, and you
Yeah.
have Jen Aniston, who I think never quite had the movie career she thought she was going to have.
Yeah.
I think Jennifer Aniston thought she would become Julia Roberts.
Absolutely.
And I don't think it ever happened. And I think at a certain point, Jen Aniston had to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that she's a terrible actress. I just think that also I think it's hard when you get I think she gets typecast too. Like
Absolutely.
when you are on a show that is so incredibly popular around the world.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
are Rachel Green.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I'll watch. I'm interested.
I mean, sure.
I'm intrigued. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued.
I feel
Uh,
better knowing that it's a comedy.
right, right. Apparently, there was a heated auction among four other studios, but Amazon Studios won. Um, I mean, either people think that it's going to be amazing or they're banking on the names. Which, to be TBH, how did that Julia Roberts George Clooney movie do? I think it came and it went.
Yeah, I don't think it did great, which
All
is which
right.
is a shame. I didn't watch it. Which is a shame because Julia Roberts and George Clooney have phenomenal chemistry.
Right. Right. Listen, I think there's only one solution. Julia, Jen, come on the pod.
Come on the
Would love
pod.
to discuss. You can come together. You
Yes.
can come separately, whatever you want to do. Just
Mm-hmm.
really quickly, I've seen half of the first season of The Morning Show, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jennifer Aniston outacted Reese Witherspoon.
I don't think Reese Witherspoon is a good actress.
She's
Okay, I'm so glad we could both say that to each other.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm really not one to judge acting because I don't watch a lot of movies and like I don't do a lot of
Right.
that stuff. But I was like, I don't know, this is not that I'm still watching the
Remember?
show. I'll watch the show, but like she just is, yeah,
Right. Remember when Reese Witherspoon got caught drunk driving and she was like, "Do you know who I am?"
yeah.
I think about that every single time she's brought up. Every single time.
Do
And
you know who I
yeah.
am?
And
Yeah.
I don't buy her good girl next door act.
Oh, please.
I don't buy
Not
it.
at all.
I don't buy
No,
it.
Reese Witherspoon is doing coke in the bathroom. Yeah.
Absolutely 100%. I'm so glad we've never discussed this and I'm so glad we're on the same page. I am
not
so
that
relieved.
not that doing coke makes you a horrible person, but like,
But that's not the persona that she presents.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. Yes.
And if you're paying attention, you know that there is a ton of little buzz about a horrible human being that she is. There's
Yeah.
buzz all the time about how she's rude to people. She doesn't look them in the eyes. She doesn't talk directly to human beings. And granted, Sofia Vergara also has those. I don't know why I thought of that, but I did. So, FYI, Sofia Vergara allegedly is also a horrible human being to other people.
I mean, a lot of people do. A lot
Yeah.
of people, or yeah.
Yeah.
And give me money and power, of course. Of
I
course.
mean,
Of
yeah.
course. Oh, Reese Witherspoon, come on the pod.
We think you're a phenomenal actress. Don't you listen to the haters?
We have a lot of questions for you.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Well, that's going to do for the pop culture pop up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture. Chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do. Season 3 of Acapulco is coming to Apple TV Plus. Here's the thing. I actually haven't seen this show, but you know, I like to amplify Latinx shows, and everyone in my office has seen it and they love it. And they all keep telling me to watch it. But bitch, I'm powering through a bunch of shit that they've recommended. So they need to calm the fuck down. It is a show by Eugenio Derbez, who, by the way, is fucking killing it. His movie premiered at Sundance this last week, and I think it won the highest award at the Sundance Film Festival. So Eugenio, you know, he's been killing it for fucking years upon years. The show Acapulco, in 1984, Maximo Gallardo's dream comes true when he gets the job of a lifetime at Acapulco's hottest resort, Colinas. However, he soon realizes that working there will be far more complicated than he ever imagined. It's a comedy. It's in Spanglish. We love a Spanglish show. And it has to be good. It's now on season 3. Okay?
Oh.
Look, and we always say, I know I'm part of the problem. I just said I don't watch it. But guys, I'm in the middle of Last of Us. They made me watch White Lotus. I am only one person. I can only do so much. Okay? But I will get on this soon. I promise. And we always say, right? Everyone discovered Superstore after it got canceled. Everyone discovered Gordita Chronicles after it got canceled. Everyone's like, why did no one tell us about the show? Bitch, I've been yelling about it for years. What are you talking about? So when I tell you go and watch Acapulco, I mean go and watch Acapulco.
Julie hasn't watched it though.
Okay, but I will, because I'm not gonna wait till it gets canceled. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I finish The Last of Us.
I've also heard that it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apple TV Plus.
If you give me 5 shows to watch, babes, I'm sorry.
What other shows are you watching right now?
They made me they're telling me to watch Andor. Well, right now I'm on The Last of Us. I took a pick. I was like, well, at least, you know, that's
you've only watched 34 minutes of it.
I know, because I got overwhelmed.
Oh, right.
Okay, I had to take a break from stuff. And you got to be in the mood for things.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You know what's really funny is that you do have to be in the mood for things, but I find myself that I'm always in the mood for Housewives.
You know what, bitch? And I'm always in the mood for New Girl. So,
okay.
Sometimes I have plenty of time and plenty of space in my day. And I'm like, New Girl sounds great right about now. Or Superstore. I've been rewatching Superstore. Bitch, you know what I've been rewatching? The Mindy Project.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. We don't appreciate Christmas Nina enough. The
You've
way
been talking about Christmas Nina for a long time.
Baby. baby. I know she fucked up the storyline towards the last seasons, but the beginning, when they're slow burning into each other and falling in love with each other. Wet. Yeah. Watch the Mindy Project. It is now on Mindy. It's now on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Anyway, Acapulco, Apple TV, season 3. So there's 2 seasons you can binge. It starts. See, you're not gonna know a lot of these names, but that's how you know it's good. Superstore. We didn't know any of the names, and it was phenomenal television. Enrique Arrizon, Camila Perez, homegirl, Cord Overstreet. We know that name. Fernando Garza, Regina Reynoso. Yeah, from Glee. From Glee. I hear he's great in it.
In Vanessa Glee or Boucha. In Acapulco?
In Acapulco.
Oh.
We know he wasn't great in Glee. So we know he wasn't.
You know, anyway, I saw him at work one time with Emma.
That doesn't surprise me. Every time we mention the more obscure celebrity, Adrian's like, one time I saw him at Panera Bread or some shit. Like,
I wish there was a Panera Bread around here.
I love that. You saw him at your job. Was he nice?
Oh, I didn't talk to him. I just saw him walking with Emma Watson.
Oh my God.
They
what
dated.
A time to be alive.
Yeah.
I knew that. I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wonderful.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay. Thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.
Time for some azúcar. I will go first. My azúcar this week. I took a trip to Mexico. Just a short weekend trip. Northern part of Mexico, near Ensenada, Valle de Guadalupe. My roommates are getting married, who I love and adore, and they invited me to go along for some of the planning, and it was just so much fun, and I'm so excited. I love a wedding. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited to see all of their family and friends and how excited they'll be to see at what is planned. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's very exciting. And love is in the air, and I may not believe in love, but but
love believes in you.
But love believes in me. I'm just kidding. I don't not believe in love. I believe in love. There's lots of love to go around. Right. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm excited for them and for me and for all of us.
I'm so excited for them as well.
Yay.
Oh, love. I fucking hate people that are love, to be quite honest. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I love it. I love it. Very cute, very cute. Okay, my azúcar this week is, so I finished this book. Look, I started it 3 months ago, and it started on the man's point of view, and I was like, I'm not into it immediately. But I was like, I gotta power through. I never don't finish a book, even if it sucks, even if I hate it by the end. I'm like, I'm gonna power through this thing. And so I went back to it at the beginning of January. I went back to it. One of the best books I've ever fucking read in my life. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's called Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino. It is a beautiful romance novel. I cried. I cried because it was so beautiful. Literally, I cried and I was like these people were real. I was like, not fucking Matt and Grace. God damn it, Matt and Grace. So the story, a quick little synopsis, is these two people meet in college. They're very close, very electric, very intense love for a short period of time. Then, they graduate college. They go and do their own thing. Misconnection. Okay, a little bit of a spoiler, but it's called Before We Were Strangers. So then at some point they reconnect. And I can't say anything else because it's a spoiler. And it's just beautiful and about time lost doesn't mean anything. Can you get that time back? It was a beautifully written love story, and it felt like you were reading, because it's in first person. It's told in first person, so it really felt like you were reading diary entries of these people and their inner thoughts about how they interacted with the other person. And it was just beautiful, unadulterated love. It was just very, very wonderful to read, and it got me out of my reading slump. Sometimes you're reading, you're like, this isn't great, I'm not excited about this. And this was really good. So Before We Were Strangers, by Renee Carlino. She has a ton of books, and I'm gonna read every single fucking one of them after this because I thought her writing was phenomenal. So there you have it.
She's a reader. I love that. Okay, I love love. Okay, thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We've reached the end of this episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at You, Me, and Chisme. Make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at You, Me, and Chisme, where you can watch these podcast episodes in video format. Make sure that you rate, review, subscribe to our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, wherever, Amazon, wherever you listen to podcasts, and we will be eternally grateful. And make sure you share it with somebody new, somebody that you would love to bless with our voices. And then we'll be back next week with more Chisme. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Chisme in your life. Bye.
Bye.